everyone, it's Kay. I wanted to make a video in response to how frequent bullying is and the effects that it has on other people's lives. I myself have been a victim of bullying since I was really young, so of course to see the huge media about it and just see it affect in friends' lives and families' lives, it is something that, even though it's got so much attention nowadays, it doesn't seem to be getting fixed. And I know that just by a video that I make, it won't fully fix it, but I hope that it changes other people's hearts and inspires somebody out there to make a change and to stand up for others. I know I have made other videos regarding bullying and haters and being hated, but I wanted to make this video because, well, my brother found out yesterday that his friend, who's a teenager in high school, killed himself. And as somebody who has lost two friends to suicide, I know that pain. And I never ever wanted my little brother to go through that. And so it's really driven me to just think there's gotta be something out there. There's gotta be help for others. And I know if you're being bullied, you know too, it is so hard to stand up for yourself. And it is so hard to feel like there is any light at the end of the tunnel. But there is. There really is. And I know it sounds so hypocritical for me to say this because I've gone through my own struggles and my own just wanting to die and not wanting to be around, and I still face that. But don't die for other people. Don't do it. There is so much more that you can do with your life. If you really want to get back at somebody and you think that suicide is the only way to get back at them and that you can triumph over them, it won't work. That lets them win. And I know that sounds so heartless and that sounds so horrible, and how can anybody win by somebody else's death? But unfortunately, that is what this world is seeming to come to, is that others are okay with others dying. It's becoming like we're all immune to death, and we hear it so much on the news, and it's becoming just a part of daily life to hear about somebody else's life ending. And I can't stand back and hear another child think that nobody cares about them, another adult thinking that nobody cares about them, because guess what? Every life is precious. You could be like the world's worst person and human being, and still, you could change. Every life has a purpose, and it's only if you're willing to make it worth something. And I cannot stand hearing people tear down another life like it is meaningless. What I wanted everybody to know is that there is hope. And that is hard for me to even believe, but I have found that there is hope if I am willing to fight for it. And if you want to win and triumph over these people who tear you down constantly and make you think like your death is the only way out of their evil, and them constantly ridiculing you, the only way to win is to be happy and to just make them not win. Don't let their words tear you down. Stand up. They can try and they can try to tear you down, but if you stand up and you just have a smile on your face, it makes them mad, but you're winning. And yeah, it could cause retaliation. It could cause them to get madder, and it could cause them to do worse. But you know, if you're happy, you think clear and you can find help for yourself. If you're happy, you can say, you know, I don't have to deal with this anymore. I'm going to go find help. I'm going to tell a friend. I'm going to go tell a teacher. I'm going to find somebody, and I'm not going to stop until I find the right person to get me help. It's a hard thing, but it is so worth it. And you don't have to be alone. You really do not. You think of your core people that you have in your lives, family, friends. You think of all those people whenever I tell you to go get help. But the thing is, that's not all the people that's out there. There are so many people out there looking and waiting to get to know you. You probably haven't even met them yet, but I swear there are good people out there, and there are people out there who just want to know you. They want to wrap their arms around you and love you because they know that you're hurting. There are people out there. I had to step out of that. I had to realize that, hey, it's not just my family. It's not just my friends with me. I've got to go look for others who will be with me. That's not something that I'm proud of to admit. In a way I am, but I have found therapy. I've been in therapy since I was very young. I hated every minute of it because I was forced into it, so I stopped and I resented everything about therapy. But then things became really horrible in my life, and I did try to take my life, and I nearly succeeded. I was this close. I saw my final moments, and I was so thrilled at that moment. I was like, it'll finally end. All the hate will end. My hate for myself, other people's hate for me, it'll be gone. But here I am. Obviously, those weren't my final moments. And I thought, there's gotta be more. And I'm not telling you this is how you should live your life or anything, but the way that I did it was I prayed. And I'm not religious or anything like that, but I do have my God, and I just prayed. And I said, what do I need to do? And what I found is that I needed to find help. I needed to find somebody else who would stand up with me and get me through and open my eyes to that, yes, things are horrible, things are hard, but you can make it through. And I decided to go back into therapy. I went kicking and screaming. I was not happy to go, but you know, because I listened, it was the right thing to do. I have found somebody who is willing to listen, who is willing to help me. And no, it's not easy. I'm not telling you that if you get help, everything will magically change and everything will get better. No, it takes work. But you are so precious and you are so important that you deserve help. And you deserve to know that you are loved.